Hello guys, and welcome to another ProfileTree video. So in today's video we're going to be taking a look at the importance of website maintenance. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get started. So why exactly is website maintenance so important? Website maintenance is vital for the long-term success and optimal performance of a website. Now, with regular maintenance, this ensures that your website remains secure and up to date and functioning properly. By regularly updating software, plugins, and themes, you can make sure that you protect your website from security vulnerabilities and potential hacking attempts. Now, maintenance tasks would also include monitoring website performance, optimizing loading times, and resolving any technical issues. We're going to go ahead and take a look into those later on in the video. But these efforts enhance the user's experience, increase the visitor engagement, and also improve search engine rankings. Now, additionally, maintenance also allows you to keep your content fresh and relevant. This ensures that your website continues to meet the needs of your audience, and overall, website maintenance is, of course, essential for maintaining a secure and high-performing, and of course, a very user-friendly online presence. So if you're a website owner yourself, or if you are hosting a couple of different websites, it's fairly easy to actually do the maintenance. Now, number one, I would say, is the regular content updates. Now, make sure that you keep your content fresh and updated on your website. So this could be your blogs, this could be your images, this could be your videos. Make sure that you regularly add new videos, new images, or new content in. And that just means that as well as getting your SEO in, you're also getting some ranking into your website itself. And this is a great way to check if you've got any broken links or any playback issues on some of the videos you have. And it's just a great way to have an opportunity to resolve them promptly. So our second one would have to be the responsive design. Now you have to always ensure that your website is responsive on browser, and not just on the actual desktop browser, but on the mobile itself or a tablet. So make sure you test it. Check the functionality across all the different devices. Check the screen sizes as well. Make sure it's providing a seamless experience for any visitor that comes to your website, regardless of the device. Now, a way to do that is just by actually minimizing your browser and then just dragging it along the horizontal way or vertical way. Just see if there's any major movements on the content itself. You want to make sure that once the PX is going, or once the actual browser itself is shrinking down, you want to make sure it's the PX is actually going down slowly, not just drastically. That's the same with any content images as well. If you have any other content images out there, you want to make sure that some of them are either disappearing or it's getting smaller. Usually content wouldn't look really nice if it is too small, and it would be best to just remove it overall if the PX size is very, very small. Now, your third point would be the security updates. Now, just make sure that you regularly update your website software. So even if you did do the actual website on Visual Code and say that you are using WordPress, make sure you're updating the plugins, and better yet, if there's any of the code that you have that you think that is maybe too big, maybe try to reduce it as well. That could help with some of the security of the website. Now, regularly updating your website software means that includes the content management systems as well. So the likes of Wix or GoDaddy or Squarespace. Just make sure that you address the video player, some of the plugins, the themes, and any other security vulnerabilities. And overall, you're trying to protect that website and the user data as well from any potential cyber threats, any Trojan activities, things like that. all very, very bad things that could happen to the site. So you want to make sure you prevent that by doing the necessary security updates. And just to continue the security updates, make sure that you also have your backup and recovery. So just implement regular backups of your website and any of the content as well, just so you don't lose it. And that just makes sure that you don't have any data loss in case of accidental deletion or any server issues, and could be any hacking incidents as well. So store backups securely offsite and test the restoration process just to ensure that the data can be recovered when needed. So our next one would be the monitoring and performance optimization. So just continuously monitor your website's performance. That includes your loading time for your site. That could be the server response, and just overall, just check to see whether all the content's loading up, so that is your site speed. Now, there are tools to use, which we'll look at later on in the video, and it'll be the likes of Google Analytics or any of the third-party monitoring services, just to identify the performance and optimize your website accordingly. So our next one is the user feedback and testing. So just encourage users to provide feedback on your website, just to clarify if there's any issues, any user interface issues, or any other aspects of your website that needs looking at. So regularly test the user experience on different devices, browsers, and network conditions, just to identify and address any usability issues. Now, our next one would be the SEO optimization. Now, just make sure you optimize your actual website. That includes titles, descriptions, and tags, just to improve the visibility in search engine results. Now, you could also resolve this using tools like SEMrush, and there are also other tools that you can use, like the Google Search Console. And the Google Search Console is a free tool that provides the insights to your website's performance in search results as well. So it helps you monitor indexing, identify issues, optimize your websites for the search engine visibility. Now, as I said, there are other tools out there like SEMrush, and you also have ones like Bark here as well, Smart Bear. So just a few to flick through just to see which would be the best for you, just to check your SEO. Now, talking more on SEO, as I said, this can involve the keyword research. It could be implementing structured data for markup videos or content or any imaging, and also promoting through social media and other channels as well. Now, it's always very important to make sure you have a name for your images, videos, or any other content. You can't just leave it with a bunch of numbers. It is great for SEO because if anybody's searching for a particular topic, they'll be able to see any of the content that you have in your website. So that's more or less it for the general aspect of website maintenance. So I'm going to go ahead and run you guys through the different tools that you can use to keep the website maintenance. Now, this is the Google Search Console. So more or less what we're going to be doing here is searching up for a particular domain or a URL prefix. So that's what it's asking there. So we actually did a particular video just for the Google Search Console. So just a short overview on it. Basically, all you would need to do is grab your website's URL, copy and paste it in. Now you would have to go through a verification process. So you can either download this file and go ahead and upload to the Amazing Cars and Drives, or you can do other verification methods there, like the HTML tag, Google Analytics, so we can use an account. We've got a Google Tag Manager or the domain name provider. Once you've accessed all through that, this is what the Search Console mainly looks like. So you can check out your CTR. And CTR basically means your click-through rate. And click-through rate can be used to gauge how well your keywords and ads are. So that's just the overall process of website maintenance. You have to make sure that your website, of course, is doing well. Then you're able to filter out your countries, the pages, queries, and then on your left there you can see the search traffic. So we're currently on the search analytics, but you can look at the links to your site. You can look at internal links, manual actions, international targeting, mobile usability. So you're just overall checking how your website performance is doing. Now, just so we can get a general understanding on some of the checkers as well, or maintenance tools, I'm going to go ahead and search a couple up. So our first one would have to be Pingdom. So we'll go ahead and search up Pingdom. Now, this is a website monitoring service that tracks your website's uptime, performance, and response times. So it alerts you if your site experiences downtime or slowdowns, just to allow you to address issues promptly. So this is Pingdom here. Now, of course, you can try it for 30 days. So depending if you want to commit to it. So you've got a lot of analytics going on here as well. So you can check your uptime, your transactions, your page speeds, visitor insights, maintenance as well, integrations. So it's more or less here. So that's pretty much how that works. And we'll go ahead and check out another one here. So our next one has to be GT Metrics. So GT Metrics is a website performance testing tool, and that analyzes your website speed and provides detailed reports on performance optimization opportunities. Now, it provides insights into page load times, file sizes, and optimization suggestions. So here it is here, GT Metrics. So you can actually analyze, so we'll do ProfileTree. We'll go ahead and test this site, see how this is working currently. So it even knows what we're using it on, which is Chrome. So depending on the browser as well, it generally comes down to that due to the actual performance testing. So here we are, we're actually loading this up now. See how this works. So happy days. We're currently at an A grade for GT Metrics. Now, saying here that our performance is at 99%, structure is 100%, and Web Vitals there as well, so you've got that. Couple of information as well that is very important. So you've got your first contentful paint and largest contentful paint. We've covered a video on that as well if you guys want to go ahead and check it out on our YouTube channel. And we could check our performance here. So more of an insight on our performance, our structure as well. So it's just giving us an insight on what's on it as well. So properly sized images, it's currently low. What's a high impact right now is reduce initial server response time. So apparently that took, for it to go to the root document, it took 618 ms. But as well as that, overall, it's all looking good. Now we've got our waterfall as well. So we could have an insight as to what we're actually using on our site. So a bit of the content as well. You can see some of the actual font that's being used as well as some of the logos. So we can see the ping and time it took for it to actually load up. Now if we check the HTML, we've got the CSS as well and the JavaScript. We've got our fonts to look at, images as well, so we can these are more or less filters. So if we just do CSS, so that's all good. HTML is okay, and then anything other, nothing there. Got our images, of course. If we take a look at the site, it's a pretty big site for what it is. Well, medium sized. So yeah, that's pretty much what GT Metrics looks like. Now, another very popular tool that people would use is the actual Screaming Frog. So we'll go ahead and search for Screaming Frog. Now, the Screaming Frog SEO Spider is a website crawling tool, and it helps you identify technical issues affecting SEO performance. Now, it crawls to your website, analyzes page elements, and checks for broken links. And obviously, all that valuable data you can take into account and go ahead and fix that. So this is the Screaming Frog SEO Spider. Now we can, of course, check out the features of a free version and a paid for version. Now, you can see that the crawl limit for our free version is 500 URLs, but if you're only starting off and you're only looking at one website anyway, it's perfectly fine to use this, the free version. But of course, if you're more into a company and you're client-based and you're maybe handling multiple different websites, then you may want to go for a paid for version. But overall, what you don't get on a free version, by the looks of things, you don't get the crawl configuration, scheduling, JavaScript rendering, crawl comparison. So quite a bit of specification, but for it to be free anyway, for what you get, you'll be able to find broken links, errors and redirects. You'll be able to analyze page titles and metadata, review meta robots and directives, audit attributes, and you've got the XML sitemaps and site visualizations. So quite a little bit to look at over there. Now, another one that I briefly showcased earlier on in the video, which is SEMrush. Now, this is another popular SEO tool and offers a range of features, including website auditing, keyword research, competitor analysis, and rank tracking. Now, that's very important, which is the competitor analysis. So say you're all based in the same sort of business. Of course, you want to see what keywords you can use that the competitor hasn't. So that's more or less it. So you can see the people that have used it, and there's a little bit more insight on the actual SEMrush itself. So you can try it out for free. There's more insight on content marketing itself. You've got market research, advertising, social media, and agency tools. So quite a bit to look at there. But basically what SEMrush is, it's just there to provide an insight to enhance your website's visibility and performance. So it's worth to try it for free, just to take a look at what the actual tool has to offer. But there you have it. That's just a few examples. And of course, I may have missed a few. There are many other tools available that cater to specific aspects of website maintenance. Now, just consider your actual specific needs, your budget, and desired features when choosing the right tool for your website maintenance requirements. But there you have it, guys. That is pretty much just a general understanding on how to do some website maintenance. Now, we went ahead and covered some of the things that you can do, which was the responsive design. You've got your security updates, backup and recovery, monitoring and performance optimization, of course, user feedback, and so on. So there's plenty to go through when you're doing website maintenance. Now, as I've showcased as well, you've got some tools there to help you out, even some free ones. So the two free ones that we looked at was Google Search Console, and of course there's also Google Analytics, and they're just there to help analyze how your website's performing. And of course some of the other ones that are paid for, but you do have a trial, a free run, which was Pingdom, GT Metrics, Screaming Frog, SEO Spider, SEMrush, and of course there are other ones like Moz Pro as well, so there's plenty of other ones that I have missed. But anyways, guys, hopefully that has given you an insight on how to do some of the website maintenance. If you did find this video helpful, please do leave a comment in the comment section below. But other than that, I'll see you guys for the next video. Thank you very much for watching.